Rainy Day Reads, and Rainy Day Reads everywhere on the interwebs. And today we are going to film a Flosstube because I have so much to show you. Well, in my mind, it's a lot. I mean, I don't have as many whips as a lot of people, but I've been working pretty steadily this month on a lot of projects, so I feel like I've gotten a lot accomplished in the month of October. So I thought today would be a good day to show you all the things. And I also have some absolutely fantastic haul and stitchy kindness that I cannot wait to show you. Right now it is about 7:15 in the morning on Monday, the 25th of October. I will be working from home today, which is wonderful. I haven't gotten to do that in months. So I am perfectly happy to do that. But even though I set my alarm for 7 o'clock, so I'd have time to just have breakfast and all that stuff, I still woke up at my normal time of like 6:15. So I was pretty much ready for the day by 7 o'clock. So I thought, well, I might as well try to fit in a Flosstube before I start work. So let's see if that works. So on my Flosstube videos, I pretty much talk about all of my different kinds of creative, crafty bits. I mean, we're going to focus mainly on cross stitch, but I also have a little bit of crochet this week. And also I have some planner related haul because I got that idea from Steph over at Just Keep Stitching. Every so often she does a sticker segment at the end of her Flosstube videos. And as we are gearing up for 2022 planning, I am a big planner girl. And I had kind of gotten away from the whole sticker craze, but I have a new type of planner. So of course I need all of the stickers for said planner, of course, as you do. So there will be a little bit of that at the end. If you're not interested in that, I'll let you know when you can bow out. But anyway, let's start talking about the big thing, which is my whips. I have no finished objects this week, but I do have one crochet whip that is close to a finish. Very, very close. My first whip, which is almost a finish, is the Stroll halter by MJ Off the Hook on YouTube. And I don't know, I think she has her own website, which when you see the tutorial for this top, it is linked on her website. So I will try to remember to link that video below if you think that this might be something that you might like to make. But I had this Hufflepuff yarn from Forbidden Fiber Co., which is sock yarn, and I had it in my stash for probably over a year at this point, and I just was like hawing around about making socks out of it because it's just such a nice feel yarn, and it was pretty, and it was expensive. Not like super expensive, but the expensive that you would expect if you're into indie dyed yarns. So I was just like, what can I make with this that it's not just socks on my feet? So I decided when I saw this tutorial online that I would make a halter top. Now, I am 38 years old, and if you like to wear bralettes and short things and show your belly and you're my age or older, more power to you. I am not that way. So I have tried this on a few times. It does fit, but it does need extra length, which is why I'm saying that this is not a finished project. But I still have a bunch of yarn left, so I figured I might as well just use it up. And so I'm going to continue crocheting on this. And also, when I tried it on, it's just a little low for me, even though it has this modesty panel. So I'm going to extend the modesty panel, I think, up a little bit so that maybe not as much of my girls are showing. So, I mean, I'm not going to wear this to work or anything like that, obviously. It's just going to be kind of like an around the house, maybe when I go to the lake or something, I'll wear this in the summertime. But it's definitely not going to be like an around town type of a shirt. But yeah, just felt like I needed a little bit more coverage on this. So I'm excited to finish this, but I will say that for me, crochet can be a little bit tedious. I don't know why, but I can only do a couple of rounds before I'm like, okay, I'm done. Let's move on to something else. So, but I will hopefully finish this in the near future. I was originally doing this for Nitty Natty's fall garment make-along is what it's called. I actually kind of lost track of that, and I'm not sure if it's still going on. If it is going on, I should probably get a photo of it in the Ravelry group. I'll have to check that out. I don't remember, but if you're participating in the fall garment make-along, let me know. Did I miss the cutoff for the last month, or is it still going on? I don't remember. So that's the only yarn whip that I have at the moment that I can show you. I'm also making a pair of socks for my friend Kim for Christmas, which she does know about because I've had to ask her for the socks that I made her last year for Christmas so that I can make sure that I am making the right size. But I don't want to show them to you because I want there to be at least a little bit of surprise for her. And I know that she once in a while does watch my videos. So if this is one of the ones that she decides to watch, I don't want her to be spoiled for her present completely. So those are all my yarny whips. So let's move on to the cross stitch whips. Okay, so for the month of October, my friend Sarah over at, she's the Bookish Knitter on YouTube for her booktube content, but she's also started a new Flosstube recently, and she is Tea and Stitches on YouTube for her yarn and Flosstube content. So anyway, we decided to do a little sell between the two of us for a Lindy Stitches pattern called We Three, and I will put a little picture somewhere up of the final product. But I liked this pattern because it has a Shakespeare quote. It is from Macbeth, and it is a quote from the Three Witches of Macbeth. And I was actually one of the Three Witches in a spoof version of Macbeth in my community theater days, which hasn't happened in a long time. But that was the last show I was in before all of the craziness of the last few years started. So yeah, I was really intrigued by this stitch, and Sarah loves black cats. So we decided that we would sew this together, and this is where I am at the moment. So let's see if I can get it close to the camera. I just finished the middle cat's head last night when I was just like taking some stitchy time. I actually had a lot of stitchy time this weekend, so that was nice. But I finished the entire quote and the top border, and now I'm working my way down to the three cats. Originally, we were going to plan on trying to get this done by October 31st, but I don't think either one of us is going to get that done. Sarah has, she almost has the whole middle cat done, and actually she just posted a Flosstube. So I will post her Flosstube video, her most recent one, in my description, and you can see her progress. But she is working from the middle, and I started from the top. So she just has the first cat done, but it's, as you can see, it's very dense. Even though it's only one color, the cats are very dense black stitching. So I can imagine that that's going to take quite a bit of time. So, but I am really loving this fabric. This is 16 count Eyre by Xjude Designs. I forget if there was a colorway in it, but I found it on fire poppies. It was like a special or something, and I just clicked on it. I was like, I love that, I'm getting it. And I didn't even know who the designer was or anything. And then when I got it, I was like, oh, this is XG Design. I have heard of them before. And I'm really liking it. I'm an Eyre stitcher all the way. I like the small count Eyres, like 18, 16. But I can do that way better than I can do linen. And I'm finding that they aren't all stiff as a board, which is great. So that has really helped my stitching experience with Eyre over the years. I don't mind the stiff stuff from Michaels, but I definitely like this kind of fabric. And the other place that I have tried Eyre fabric from is Picture This Plus, and theirs is really floppy as well. It's almost too floppy. This is like the perfect weight for me. It's not too floppy, but it is not stiff as a board either. So I like this a lot. The other project that I have been kind of obsessively working on this month, which I kind of thought I wasn't going to work on as much this month, but I did because I kind of want to get it done, is my Alice and the Flamingo by Mrs. Pagodi Art. And this, I will pop up what it's going to look like in the end, but you should, from my progress, be able to see what it's going to look like, because at this point I only have the edges, basically, the edge pages to do, which is fantastic. But here is where I am at the moment with Alice. I finished my goal to get her done by the end of the year is to do 2 pages per month. And I just finished my second page yesterday. So I was working in this area down here, and I finished that yesterday. I mean, there's a couple little places where I'm just going to do that when I fill in this section, but I did this section and this section down here this month. So I'm kind of jumping all over the place, but but still, I think I got the main, well, I definitely got the main picture done. So now I just have the boring white space up here, and then this will be trees and, you know, kind of the edge of her dress and the flamingo and things. So I'm in the home stretch. I have officially 5 pages left to do, which means I'm going to have to try to get like 2.5 pages done each month now, but I think I can do that. I'm going to put her down though for this coming week for the rest of October, so that I can focus on We 3 and my next whip that I started this month. But this is done on just Michael's 14 count Eyre, because I am going to be putting this in a specific spot where I wanted it to be as big as possible. So, so yeah, I'm really excited about this progress. This has been over a year in the making. I started this on October 1st, 2020 for a readathon that I participate in every October called Victober, where we read Victorian literature all month. And Alice in Wonderland by Lewis and Carroll is a Victorian novel, Victorian children's novel. So I picked this in 2020 to be my focus piece for that month, and it turned into for this year, or the last year anyway, and this year. So I'm hoping to have her done by the end of 2021. We'll see. And my last cross stitch whip is a new start for me this October 1st for Victober. I was going to try to make this my focus piece, but honestly, this has gotten the least amount of work this month, which I'm kind of sad about, but it is another full coverage piece by Mrs. Pagodi Art, and I have just been really like trying to plow through Alice and get her done. And so I started this piece, and I've gotten a significant amount done, but definitely not as much as I was kind of hoping to this month, but that's okay. So anyway, it is going to be Jane Eyre by Mrs. Pagodi Art, and this will be a companion to Alice. They will be side by side in the space that I am going to put them in eventually. It is going to be smaller than Alice, so and that's okay. Not significantly smaller, I don't think, but I might have to do a little bit of building up with the matting of her to kind of make her more proportional to Alice. But I just love the colors in this, and I think it's going to be really, well, it already is fun to stitch, even though I've kind of messed up a little bit already because I didn't count correctly, because as Annie, the proper stitcher, says, counting is hard. But anyway, let me show you my progress so far. So this is where I am so far. This is also 14 count Eyre from Michaels, and because I wanted them to, you know, be coordinated. And I am starting from the top left corner. So it's just so far been a lot of border, but last night I went across to the end of the first page. So this is kind of helpful because I can see that the first page of the portrait of Jane Eyre is really not that big. So I am going to try to focus on this through the end of October and see if I can get this page finished by the end of October. We'll see. I'm not giving myself really any deadline yet for Jane, although my friend Jessica on Bookstagram, she is pregnant with, I think, like her second or third baby, and she was telling me, like, you're keeping me in suspense. I need to see progress on Jane. And I said, okay, I'm going to make myself a due date of the same due date as your child. So apparently I have till April to get this done next year, which I think probably doable. I don't know, maybe not, but that's not really a hard and fast deadline for me. I'm not gonna like stress about that, but I was just messing with her that I was like, I'm gonna try to get it done by April. So, but I might be able to, because this is not as many pages as Alice was. So, but yeah, I'm proud of my progress so far. It's not like, you know, momentous or anything. You can't see Jane yet, but that's a fair amount of stitching for having 3 whips this month. So, okay, so that is the end of my whips portion, because I mean, 3 whips for 1 month is respectable, I think, for me. I'm not one that loves to have a ton of projects, and actually right now is kind of a lot of projects for me, even though I might only have like 6 whips maybe. I'm not even sure, but I'm going to be starting yet another one in November, which I'll get to in a little bit. But yeah, so I'm kind of trying to, like, you know, push through to have some finishes by the end of the year so that I can feel like not stressed going into the new year. So, but anyway, let's move on to the haul and stitchy kindness portion. Most of my haul this week is knitting related. In fact, all of it is. I don't think I bought any cross stitch related things, but I was sent some wonderful cross stitch related items from a friend. So, but first, let's talk about what I bought this month. So, as we know, Christmas knitting is upon us. I already told you that I am knitting some socks for my friend Kim, and I am not doing as much knitting as I did the first year that I kind of got into the knitting game, which was last year. I knit like everybody, everything last year, and that was just overwhelming. And I wasn't even like, I had just gotten into the cross stitch game at that point, so I wasn't like full in. And now that I am, I'm like, I can't handle all the projects. So I'm just knitting things for people that requested knitted items, which are my friend Kim and my friend Danielle. And they are my, like, in real life friends that I've had for years before Booktube or Flosstube or anything. And then I have another in real life friend, Marsha, who I will be knitting a birthday gift for because her birthday is in January. So I have a little bit more time for that. but that's where my first part of my haul comes in. So for my friend Danielle, she has a 6-year-old daughter, and last year when I gave her her gift last year, she asked for a like a mommy-daughter hat combo for this year. So I am going to be making this pattern for them in a child and a adult size. And I asked her, which of course this is always going to change like daily, what her daughter's favorite color is. So of course she had like 3, but she said that teal was one of them. But she kind of like was staying in that blue family for most of them. I think purple was in there, which I love purple. But I was looking on Knit Picks because I had some other yarn I wanted to get on Knit Picks. And I found this, which is like a teal. It's kind of coming across more blue than it is, but it's blue, but it's more teal. And this is Brava, Knit Picks Brava worsted, because this pattern is a worsted weight hat, which I thought would be a lot faster. And being that it's color work, I thought that would probably be a good idea. And then I already had this worsted weight white. So I'm going to make a hat in this color combo. I might do like, because you can see that the hat is like 2 colors. So I might, on like one of the hats, make the white at the bottom and the teal on top, and then the other hat the other way. Or I might make them the same. I don't really know. I'm not sure. I'm thinking that I might want this on the bottom because it would be near your face. So like if I put white near their faces, that might get dirty faster. I don't know. So we'll see. It's not like they're gonna wear them all day, every day. So it's probably not gonna get that dirty. And this is really pretty easy care. You can just wash and dry it. So I don't think, if it did get dirty, it would be easily washed, I would think. So, but I'm excited to start that. But I needed to buy another hat needle because I have an interchangeable set of knitting needles, but they don't come with a cord that would make it a 16-inch circumference, which I have found from knitting the Alaska hat last month for myself, that color work hats really need a 16-inch needle. Like I can't do magic loop and try to do color work. It's just, it just doesn't work for me. So I am going to have to wait on this until my 16-inch needle comes in. So speaking of the Alaska hat, I am going to be making another one of those for my friend Marsha for her birthday. So Marsha, if you're watching this, and I don't think she always does, but if you're watching this, look away. So you've already been spoiled on what I'm making you for your birthday, so look away. But I'm going to pop a picture of what the finished product will look like. And I made this for myself, which in a different yarn than I bought. So I will link that video where I show that hat, that finished project, down below. But I bought the suggested yarn for this hat because this will make it a lot more sunsetty than I had for the one I did. So that one just kind of came across like more kind of speckly, and this one will actually hopefully make it look more like a gradient sunset look. So this is Chroma Fingering from Knit Picks, and I bought a skein of Stroll Fingering for the bottom. I don't think it's the same kind, but my friend Becky had sent me a gray that she wasn't sure, I think at the time, what it was, but I think we decided it was Chroma Fingering in gray. So it's not the same as the Stroll, but I think I can possibly just maybe use this if I run out of that, because I'm just not confident that I have enough of that gray to work the whole hat. So I might do the extra that I have in that for the ribbing of the hat, and then if it doesn't look like I'm going to have enough, I'll switch to this for the color work portion with the trees. So that's the plan. We'll see how it actually works out. And last but not least, for the Yarny haul content, I have been watching Stephen West's mystery knit-along, mystery shawl, his Shawlography mystery knit-along that he's been doing. And while I'm not a big fan of the mystery knit-alongs, because if I'm going to spend money on nice yarn, I am going to want to make sure that I'm going to like the final pattern. And while Stephen West's patterns are gorgeous, a lot of times they are not going to be something that I would wear later. They're just like too many things happening. So far it looks like Shawlography is kind of that way for me. So this is just a story to get me to another pattern. So sorry, but so I was like obsessed for a few weeks or a few days, not weeks, let's be real, with the idea of knitting last year's mystery knit along, which was the Slipstravaganza, which I'll put up here. And it is gorgeous, and I actually would wear that. Depending on the color palette I chose, obviously, which would be in my control. So I decided I was definitely going to knit that one. And it's huge, so I knew it was going to be a long-term project. So I started looking around, and I thought, I want to go to my local yarn store and support local and buy the yarn from them. And through the process of that, I was watching Instagrams that the lady that owns my local yarn shop, which is Darn Yarn in Harmony, Pennsylvania. And her name is Lisa, and she is like a one-woman show. She does it all at this yarn store, and she does Friday lives on Instagram now, or what's that, IGTV? I don't even know. But so she was talking about how November is National Knit a Sweater Month, which I had no idea about. So then that switched my focus. I was like, well, I need to knit a sweater. That's just whenever there's a national thing, I'm like, yes, I need to do that thing. And the last sweater that I finished was my white horse sweater, so I need to knit something else, right? So I decided that I was going to put Slipstravaganza on hold until 2020, and maybe that will be 2020. Ooh, let's back up that train. 2022. We don't want to go back to 2020. That's going to be my focus for 2022. Maybe, we'll see. My obsession could change by January. I don't know. But I decided that I was going to buy a yarn at Darn Yarn in Harmony for the boxy sweater by Joji Locatelli. I'll put it up here. And I've been wanting to make that sweater for a long time. And after I finished the white horse sweater and I realized it was kind of tight on me, I was like, I just really need something that is loose but it still is drapey and would look nice. And the boxy is what I would like to knit. So, and it's apparently a pretty easy knit, and it's just kind of like mindless stockinette stitch the whole way around. We'll see. But so I went to Darn Yarn in Harmony. There's their logo. Isn't that cute? And I looked around. I made my dad take me because we were just doing a lot of running around that day, and I had originally wanted to meet my friend Tara from Recovering Book Hoarder, who also does Flosstube videos now, so I will link her channel down below. I had originally wanted to meet her, but I just, the weekend was just bonkers for me. So I was like, Tara, I don't even know if I'm going to make it to Darn Yarn. So let's just put it off, and we will meet up there some other time in November, maybe. So, but on our way back from our errands, I was like, Dad, I will buy you lunch. Can you just take me to Harmony real quick so I can get some yarn for the sweater so I can have it by November 1st, because I know I'm not going to get there next weekend either, and that's the last weekend in October. So, but all this is to say, being very rambly today, I'm sorry, but you've come to expect this from me. I bought this lovely yarn. I bought 5 skeins of this, and it is a cotton flax blend, which apparently flax is kind of in the same family as linen. So basically it's cotton linen mix. If that's wrong, let me know, but a friend told me that, so. And I trust her judgment, so I'm sure she's not wrong. But this is made by, where is it? Well, it's made by this company, but it is the Monticello collection, and it is made in Virginia. So I thought that was really fun, and I love this color. I've been wanting a blue sweater, so there we go. And it's pretty soft for a cotton yarn. I feel like, and probably because there's flax in it, it's fairly soft. It's probably not as soft as some other things I could get, but I think it will make a nice sweater. So I'm really excited about it. It's going to be a large cast on because you knit it from the bottom up, which I am, the few sweaters and shirts that I have made have always been raglan, so from the top down. So this is going to be a new experience for me, but there is a seamed version and an unseamed, or unseamed, is that the word? Yeah, in the round version. I'm going to do the in the round version, so we'll see how that goes. Hopefully it's easy, but I know of people on the interwebs who have knit multiple of these, so if it was hard and tedious, I doubt they would do it, right? So yeah, so I'm very thrilled about this. I don't know, I can't really see, I'm too far away from the camera if this is focusing, but I mean, you get the idea. Whew, it is very warm in my house right now, so I'm gonna try to get this over with so I can go put on a t-shirt again. But now we do not want to rush through the the stitchy kindness that I received this week that, I mean, basically just made my entire month. My friend Mandy, she is, I actually have never met her in person. I met her through Sarah from Tea and Stitches, and Mandy is like I said, I met her through her, and she is just a crafty guru type of a person. And she also has just started a Flosstube channel called Coffee and Stitches with Mandy, I believe is her channel name. And I will link her below as well because she does like fabulous work and you need to check her out. But she is so kind that she decided when she had some vacation time off of work, she was going to make me a project bag. And I was just like, wow, that is so generous of you that you don't have to do that. That is so nice of you. And she decided she was going to make me one. And I believe she's making Sarah one as well. And we're all going to have coordinated things. So then, well, first, let's just look at that one. So this is the project bag that she made for me. I love those. Those little gnome guys. And I love that there's like a beaver on it and a gnome riding a bear. Like, oh. And then these snowflakes. And this is, I believe, a 10 by 10 for a 10 by 10 Q snap. So she made that for me just out of the kindness of her heart. And in it, she sent me, ooh, and I have floss in it already. Whoopsie. Let's take that off of that. She made me one of these, what are these called? A floss bed? I don't remember what those are called. Or wart catchers? I don't know what that, but I have actually, obviously there was yarn in it, so, or not yarn, floss. So, yeah, obviously I've used it. This is one of those things I didn't know I needed it until I had one. And then she made me a Notions bag to match. Oh, so cute. And in this Notions bag was a little pattern that she sent me that she, I guess, she probably already, yes, I'm pretty sure she probably already stitched this one. Because that's one thing, if you go to Mandy's Flosstube, she is doing a little like village and putting a bunch of her friends, like kind of saying like, this is Sarah's house and this is, I don't think she's doing me, but this is Rainy's house, that kind of thing. So yeah, so she sent me that, which was really nice. I'm going to make that as like a Christmas ornament. And then she sent me a little needle minder with books on it, because she knows that's what I like. And then a little pair of scissors with a cute little, what are these called? Protector. So that was so sweet of her, and she did that all out of the kindness of her heart. She didn't have to. I didn't ask for it, and I'm very glad she did send them to me. That was so nice. So then, let me put this away. So then I was talking to Sarah about the fact that I have these 11 by 17 Q-snaps for Alice and Jane, and but that I didn't really know if people like Etsy sellers would make that size of bag. So I was just using like a white garbage bag to protect Alice and Jane whenever I would, like, say, take them to my parents' house to stitch or something, or take them in the car, which doesn't happen very often because that's pretty big. But like if I would take them to work on my breaks. So she texted Mandy and was like, hey, if Rainy bought the fabric, would you make her an 11 by 17 Q-snap project bag? And she did. She sent me a bunch of Etsy sellers that had pretty fabric, and I got to pick the fabric, and I just had it shipped to her, and she made me another project bag. And that was so nice. So let me show it to you. This is the project bag that Mandy made for me. I picked out fabric that had bookmarks on it. And then also, this is the coordinating fabric. So nice. And this one also came with, I won't take it out, but you might be able to see, came also with a Notions bag and a floss bed. So, but, oh, I was so excited. And Alice fits perfectly in there. And Jane also, because it's the same. But I'm just like, this is so vintagey looking. And I mean, I know I picked the fabric, but oh, it's so much prettier in person than online. And yeah, just the quality is fantastic. And I really enjoy this vinyl front, which I didn't really think that I would, but I like seeing the more of the bookmark fabric whenever there's nothing in it. And then, yeah, just being able to see my project in there whenever I put it in there is like, so I feel so legit now. So before I was just using like Ziploc bags. And I mean, honestly, I probably still will use Ziploc bags sometimes, but I feel so legit now that I have a couple actual project bags that are like fancy. So, so nice. Mandy is so nice. So I can't gush about her enough. You need to go follow her. You need to go follow my friend Sarah. And maybe at some point I will do like a Flosstubers I enjoy, like a Flosstube extra. But probably most of them you already watch. But yeah, those three that I talked about today, three. Sarah from Tea and Stitches, Mandy from Coffee and Stitches with Mandy, and Tara from Recovering Book Hoarder. You need to follow them because they are new to the Flosstube game. Sarah is already a very established booktuber, and I think she is already like off the charts with her subscribers. But Mandy and Tara are kind of brand new to the game, so they need all the love and support you can give them. So yeah, that is the end of the stitchy content and the yarny content. And I will just do a quick little sticker haul, which isn't a whole lot, but I will do a sticker haul for my planner section. Okay, so the last little bit that I have to show you is the stickers that I have recently bought for my Hobonichi Weeks planner that I have ordered for 2022. And if you can see, let me open, I did kind of do a mock-up of my first week with a kit that I had kind of accidentally bought a couple years ago. And that seller is no longer selling Hobonichi Weeks stickers anyway, but I wanted to at least utilize them, so I put it in the first week, which this planner will start in December, so that's good. I only have one more month to wait because I'm very excited about it. But yeah, so I have been trying to figure out my style for the Hobonichi, which obviously I won't really be able to do until, you know, I get into it a little bit more. But I don't remember if I showed these to you last time, but I got these printable stickers from, what's it called? Design Lovely Studios. And my friend Mandy, that I talked about earlier, turned me on to this printable sticker studio. So I am very excited about these. And you can cut them into the strips that fit perfectly inside the Hobonichi, so you can carry them around until you're ready to use them. And then this is the only other shop that I bought from at this point for my Hobonichi Weeks. And that is, but I wanted, if you're, you know, a planner person and you're into stickers at all, and you're going to maybe, even if you're not going to be using a Hobonichi next year, the shop does a variety of different sizes for their planner stickers, and it is called Lexy Kylie Designs. And I bought she has specific monthly Hobonichi Weeks stickers. So I bought a November one, which was for this November, but it's not year specific. So I really liked that design. And all her designs are, at least for her monthlies, are more florally like this, which I really like. And then I bought the December one to use this December. So yay! Aren't they gorgeous? Oh, I can't wait. I may do maybe a plan with me for the month of December of setting up all of my stickers. So we'll see. But she also sent me with my December kit the transparent stickers. She's starting to do those for her deco and functional stickers, which I've noticed in watching some videos about the Hobonichi Weeks that a lot of people are using transparent stickers, or like washi stickers that are really thin. So I'm really excited to try these out, and I might, instead of a kit for the week of Christmas, I might try these and just kind of, you know, try a style like that that's like just more just deco type stickers. So because I really like those and I'd like to use them this year. So but that is all the sticker content. So but I may do a plan with me in my Hobonichi. We'll see how that goes. I have to try to figure out how to do all that. But that is all I have for you. This is super long, but somehow I got it in before I even have to log on for work. So yay me. I'm gonna go finish my coffee and put on a t-shirt because I am sweating and pull my hair up and be a bum since I get to work from home today. So I hope that you enjoyed this long rambly floss tube, and I hope to see you again in the month of November, and I will talk to you soon. Bye, friends.